Hi guys, I have my fall scent recommendations video coming up and it's already October. I can't believe like it's October, the end of October already, and I haven't gotten this up. So these are scents that are a little bit spicier, a little bit darker than what I like to wear in the summer. I like really fresh, fruity scents in the summer, more of like florals in the spring, like a light floral. And I like something a little bit spicier in the fall, but not like super heavy, because I feel like it's still sometimes warm, so you want something that's not quite as heavy. Anyway, these are my recommendations. I hope you enjoy them. This first one though, honestly, when I think about it, this would be a good year-round scent. I would wear it year-round, and I've used quite a bit of it already. So this is Dior Poison Girl, and it's an eau de toilette, and I love this one. Oh my gosh. If you like Viva La Juicy, I think you will like this one as well. It just has some gourmand elements to it. It has some spice to it. It's a good all-around scent, and this one I think is good, especially for the fall, but I would also wear it other seasons as well. All right, next up is Cashmere Blush by DKNY. This one is probably the lightest of all of the scents, but it kind of feels like a hug when you smell it. I talked about it recently in my 5 random perfumes, and I still stand by it. Like, it has something about it that just feels very comforting, and that's why I had to include it in this video, because it does feel comforting. All right, next up, I chose a specific one from this line, but I feel like the original would probably also work as well, but this one is just spicier than the other ones. Anyway, it is Alien, and this is Sublime. I had to remember because there's so many of them. Alien Sublime, this I feel like is the spiciest of all of them, the one that is going to stand out the most. Future Flora, or Flora Futara and Fusion, they're a little bit lighter, so this one, if you want something a little heavier than the original Alien, it's this one. It's a really good mix as well. Like, I'm going to say it, gourmand, spicy, a little bit of floral, a little bit of fruit in there, but this one is definitely going to have like a more spice note to it. Kind of like if you think of pumpkin pie and the spices that you cook with in the fall, like you're going to get elements of that within that scent. All right, next is C Passione. This is by Giorgio Armani, and this one I did get sent from influencer to review. You can join influencer. It just is based on reviews, so you do reviews on their website. You do reviews like on Sephora if you get their things. It's really nice. You don't have to have a YouTube channel to do it. You don't have to have an Instagram. Those help, but they'll still send you stuff. And this one is going to be not as much of a presence. Like, this is more of a close-knit scent. I don't feel like it has like that depth that goes out to others, but I really like this one as well. It's another gourmand. That's like one of my favorite fragrance categories, so that one I think is really good. Then we have Yves Saint Laurent Mon Paris. This one could probably work for spring as well, but I feel like it has such a presence, and it just kind of goes out so far that I feel like cooler months it's better than in more warm months. This is the scent that I stopped somebody in the Bellagio Conservatory. So if you've ever been to Vegas, it's this huge garden, and it's very fragrant itself, but I could smell this on her over it, and I was like, you smell really good. And she's like, oh, I'm wearing Mon Paris. And I was like, that makes sense because it's a really lovely scent. I haven't been wearing it as much in the past year or so, just because it does have such a strong scent to it, but I still really enjoy it. I feel like I overlook Burberry in a lot of these videos, so I decided to include one in this one. This is Burberry Brit Rhythm for her. So many words. And this is the Eau de Toilette. It's not the Parfum. This one, when I first got it, I was like so disappointed because I was thinking I was getting Burberry Brit Sheer, I think. The bottles are so similar, and it's hard. It was hard for me when I first started doing perfumes to differentiate between all of them because some of them are so similar in name and so similar in scent. But this one has really grown on me. It's a darker scent. Like it's not dark, but it's darker than the other Burberrys. It's more like if you like Vive la Juicy Noir, that's more of like along this line, I think. So that's a good one as well. I have 2 more left. This next one is one of my favorites, has become one of my favorites, and it's fairly recent acquisition. I got it in the past year. It is Chloe Love Story Eau Sensuale. Oh my gosh, if you like Chloe, I love Chloe, but it can be a bit much because it sticks with you all day. People are going to smell it. People are going to recognize it, that it is Chloe, because that's happened. It just smells so lovely. This is not quite as much of a presence as Chloe. I feel like Love Story, both of the Love Stories are not quite as much of a presence. And then this one is just a little darker than the original. So it has a little bit more depth to it, which I think makes it even more intriguing. Like I would reach for this over the Love Story, which is pretty unusual for me. I usually like a slightly lighter scent, but I love this one. I have a feeling I'm going to use that quite a bit this fall. My last one is probably my most recent perfume purchase. I just talked about it in my September haul. It is no, it's not Oscar de la Renta. What am I talking about? It is Dolce & Gabbana. Getting those designers mixed up. The Only One. And this is a newer scent. I got a sample of this in my Dillard's had a big set that I got, and it had a sample of this one. I've gotten so many compliments. I was sitting at my desk at work and my colleague went by and she was like, "You smell amazing. What are you wearing that smells so good?" It was this one. When I was teaching dance later that same day, so that was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm teaching again at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, teaching dance after I've taught my other classes. My dance students are like all huddled around me going, "You smell good. What are you wearing? Why do you smell good?" And then they're like sniffing my wrists, and I mean, dance, when you teach children, like weird things happen like that. And yeah, it was wearing the same one. They all really enjoyed this one. This is definitely like a spicy gourmand. I will say that, but it's tempered with fruit. I don't really smell a lot of floral to it. If you're like, the more florally ones in here are going to be the Love Story, Mon Paris. Those are going to be more of the florally scents. This one doesn't really, I don't really get a scent note of floral in it. Anyway, those are my recommendations for fall scents. I know this is a little late getting out, so hopefully you found something in here that intrigues you, that you might go out and purchase or sample. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have your own suggestions for fall scents, please leave them down below because my wish list can always grow. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.